In researches, you may have to disprove certain hypotheses and you may have to prove some other different hypotheses as well. What you need to disprove is what we call null hypothesis, and what you need to prove is what we call alternative hypothesis. Now, we believed this world to be flat some centuries ago. Later, some scientist came up and he said the world is spherical in shape. To establish this, he has two burdens. Number one burden is to disprove the world is flat. This is his null hypothesis because he has to disprove this. And further, he has to prove that this world is spherical in shape. That is his alternative hypothesis because he has to prove it. In a court's case, the prosecution has the burden to prove this accused has committed the crime to secure a punishment. That is their alternative hypothesis. Meantime, the same hypothesis is the null hypothesis for the defense lawyers because they have to disprove the police or the prosecution. Now, let me go back to the same example, same conceptual framework to understand this even further. In this conceptual framework, I have two different hypotheses. Number one, food influenced diabetes. Number two, exercise influenced diabetes. I'm trying to apply this for Wasim Akram, fast bowler, dedicated gymmer, very tall guy, a very good body shape as well. So I want to prove food influences diabetes. That is my alternative hypothesis because I'm doubting that may be the reason. On the other side, I want to disprove exercise influence his diabetes because I'm sure he is having enough exercise. So what I want to prove here is food influence diabetes. That's my alternative hypothesis. And what I want to disprove is what exercise influence diabetes, which is the null hypothesis.